Beyond bent. Janssen! And Blackburn Rovers are 18 minutes away from a Premiership return.
As far as Stewart, just outside the penalty area, clips it central for David Dunn. David Dunn equalises. It just had to be. Dax corner and it goes. Glance towards goal, and Rovers have taken the lead. And Charlie Mulgrew has scored his 14th of the season.
Rovers fans, welcome back to yet another watch along here on the Rovers Chat YouTube channel. I'm Ollie Walker-Peel, and today it's a tough test for Rovers as we travel away to Yorkshire to face Huddersfield Town at the John Smiths Stadium. Before we go any further, how good is the new overlay? We're wearing the third kit tonight, so we're on the new third kit overlay. We've got the away kit ready. If we ever use that, I thought this was going to be the night, but if we ever use that away kit, we've got that one ready. But how good is this overlay for the third kit? I'm absolutely loving life. Let's dip into the comments very quickly. Jacob says evening. Dizzy Thumb says morning, lads. Good morning to you too, mate. Hope we are all well here in Rovers Chatland. Wherever you're watching, hope you are all well. Right, to the lineup then. One change for Rovers, and to be fair, it was, as disappointing as it is to say, an expected one. Darrell Lenihan, the captain, is out injured. Lewis Travis will take the armband tonight, and Hayden Carter comes in his place. Obviously, we don't want to be making too many tactical changes after that masterclass at the weekend. But it's frustrating that Darrell Lenihan is out. We did say that on the match preview yesterday that no tactical changes were needed. But if there was an injury, of course, we'd have to accommodate for that. And of course, that is what Rovers have had to do, very, very frustratingly. But then again, it's still not a bad side, is it? As Graham Hamilton comes in with his comment, he's there every single time with the old Colin Hendry comment. But there you go. So as we say, the big news is that Darrell Lenihan is out, and that Lewis Travis will take the armband tonight. 100th league start, by the way, or 100th Rovers start, I should say, for Sam Gallagher. So that's another milestone. I always forget to bring those milestones up when they do come around. So 100 Rovers starts for Sam Gallagher across, of course, his two spells with the club. As the Huddersfield side, I'm just having a quick look at that at the moment. We'll run through the Rovers side very quickly. Number 1 in goal, Thomas Kaminski. Number 2 is Ryan Nyambe. Number 3, Harry Pickering. Number 5, Daniel Ayala. Number 8, Joe Rothwell. Number 9, Sam Gallagher. Number 10 is Tyrese Dolan. Number 21 is John Buckley. 22 is Ben Brayton Diaz. 24 is Hayden Carter. And 27, the captain for tonight, is, of course, Lewis Travis. How good is it to say that, by the way? Captain Lewis Travis. Absolutely quality to be able to say that. He's probably is the next captain of Blackburn Rovers when and if Darrell Lenihan moves on. But to say that he's captain now is absolutely quality, in my opinion. Hopefully it's not the last time he is wearing the armband in blue and white, even though, of course, we are in yellow tonight. Just going to get the subs ready as well, so then we can read those out too. Decent bench night for Rovers. If we have to use it, which we probably will at some stage, whether that be tactically to see out the game or if we're chasing it, doesn't look like a bad bench, and that is as follows. 13 backup goalkeepers, Ainsley Pears. 7 Reda Kadra. 14 Dan Butterworth. 19 Leighton Clarkson. 20 Teo Eden. 30 Ian Poveda, and 36 is Tyler McGlaw. So Rovers fans, let me know what you do think of that lineup, because I'll tell you what, that's not a bad side. Even with Darrell Lenihan out, I still think that's a decent team. And also let me know what you think of the overlay as well. That's my one early question for the day. What do you think of this overlay? I reckon myself and Dan, who are obviously sat here in the early hours of the morning in the UK, just putting this together, I reckon, to be fair, Silent Dan has done a top job here. So let me know what you think, because I think it looks pretty damn cool. Let me just quickly scribe down the Huddersfield lineup. A few names on there that I'm slightly nervous for, but hopefully they can't affect us too much. But just let me know. I'll dip into the comments in just a quick second. after I, of course, write this down, just for a bit of housekeeping. Huddersfield do have a very good side. I know they're sitting in 7th coming in. I'm quite surprised at the fact that some Huddersfield fans want Corberan gone, because with the players they've got at their disposal and the start to the season that they've had, I think that is rather harsh, to be quite honest. But football fans are football fans, aren't they? They're quite fickle at times. So I suppose I shouldn't be too surprised with that summation from Huddersfield fans. But I think there should be a similar situation to us, really, in the fact that they've started probably better than most teams or most fans would have expected. But I suppose you can't please everyone all the time. So yeah, I can't speak on behalf of Huddersfield fans. Maybe we've got some Huddersfield fans in here tonight that can speak to that. But I'm very much looking forward to this game. I'll tell you what, I'm very, very much looking forward to it. As we'll run through the Huddersfield team right now. And there's one name on the bench that I'm glad to see not starting for reasons that you'd, of course, be aware of if you did watch the match preview the other night. But the team for Huddersfield is as follows. In goal is number 21, Nichols, 3, Harry Toffolo, 4, Matty Pearson, 5, Alex Vallejo, 8, the captain, Lewis O'Brien, 10, Josh Koroma, 16, Sorba Thomas, 23, Naby Sarr, 24, Daniel Sinani, number 25, Danny Ward, and 32 is Tom Lees. On the bench for Huddersfield, you've got the backup goalkeeper in Daniel Bilakapic, number 11, Rolando Aarons, number 14, Josh Ruffles, number 15, Scott High, number 19, Dwayne Holmes, number 20, Ollie Turton, number 22, the player that I'm quite nervous might do something tonight after my comment on the other side, is number 22, Fraser Campbell. I did mention that he was, I think I said the word average, so I hope he doesn't come on and score. It is almost written in the stars that he probably will. But there you go. Right, let's go into the comments. Apologies I haven't got into them so far tonight, but there you go. Quick comment about the game. So it is on. It's on the Rovers TV, I'm pretty sure. Jacob's saying it's on Sky. So hopefully, as you are all UK based, it sounds like you can sort that out amongst yourselves. But there is a way to watch it from home, which is good. Hopefully, there are a couple at the game, though. Hats off to you, mate, says Mixie. I really believe it's around 4 a.m. where you are, True Blue. Yeah, it's 20 past 4. I set my alarm for 3:45 an hour before kickoff. I usually do for midweek games. It's the last 4:45 game until very late in the season, because this will change to 5:45 in a couple of weeks. I don't know if there is any at that time, and then 6:45 after that, which is a bit easier for midweek games. But then the midnight games go to 2 a.m., which is a pain. Matthew says, good about Lenihan. I am too. I think Hayden Carter could slot in and do a decent job, but I think Darrell Lenihan is one of the most important players in this team, especially with his partnership with Daniel Ayala. Has been quality. Overlay looks smart. It'll look even smarter when I get the yellow third kit, because that's on the way. I have ordered it. I ordered it as soon as I could, but it probably will take about a month to get here, or 3 weeks. Has been dispatched though, so as soon as I get that on, then everything's gonna be class. But that's on the way. Obviously, shipping to Australia takes its time. So there you go. Stephen Mason says, I didn't know Fraser Campbell was still playing. Yeah, he definitely is, but he's on the bench for Huddersfield tonight. If you score predictions, get yours in the comments, by the way. Sonny says, I think we'll draw 1-1, but it would be classic Rovers to go and lose this after winning 5-1. Don't say that. Don't say that. I think I said 2-1, but that was with the provision that Lenihan was playing. I'm not going to change my prediction. I'm going to stay with it just because I want to see Rovers win 2-1. But I'm going to stick with it. Josh Koroma's going to be dangerous, says Jacob. Yeah, I remember, was it the start of last season? He started so well. Started like a house on fire and then sort of tailed off. But we know the quality that he's got. Jacob Carter, he's not too confident in his namesake, but still a good team. Let's get the win. Where's the Carter Union, mate? I've heard that the Carter Union exists. It's a strong one, but you're not pertaining to it at the moment. But we'll have to see if he does much tonight. Let's see if there's any more comments that I've just missed. Jacob saying it's so annoying like the Lenihan news. It is a bit. But hopefully he's just out of this one game. He's back for Blackpool at the weekend. Let's have a look at some of these score predictions. Jacob saying 2-2. Matthew saying 1-1. draw away, win at home. Yeah, that's the way in the Championship, isn't it? That seems to be the way, especially with a not great record at Huddersfield in the past. Obviously, last season we lost it very late on, but we'll have to see if that's the if that's it. Dizzy Thumb says 2-2. I did say that I would take a point on the other side if you offered it to me now, and I probably would take a point, but I still think that despite that, we can go on and win it. Graham says 2-1. We'll score first. They'll equalise just before half time, and we'll win it later on. I would take that. I would take that. It's pretty much a reverse of last season's game, wasn't it? Because it was Huddersfield scored first through Naby Sarr. Galley got the equaliser, and they went and won it late on 90th minute. So hopefully it's the other way around this time. Colin Hendry's still playing though. Of course he is. Of course he is. And Jacob says 1-0 Rovers. So we've got a Rovers win in there as well. A couple of Rovers wins, a couple of draws. So bit of a mixed bag, which of course is good to see if they're all positive with Rovers. We've got a comment about Ben Brayton, which I'm going to have to quickly translate just so I can tell what it says. Hope you don't mind. To all the Chilean fans, I wish I could read Spanish. It was something I never learned. I haven't learned yet. So let me have a look what this is sort of saying, and then we'll get to another comment because I do want to bring everyone into this. I do want to bring all the fans into this. I don't want to leave any fans out because I can't read the comment. Except I might not be able to read this one out. I might not be able to read this one out, despite that. But yeah, okay, I'm going to leave that one. But thanks for your comment. Another Colin Hendry enthusiast. Definitely. It's good to see. Can't believe we're in 6th as I look at the table on the screen. If we win tonight, we could go equal second if results go our way. Unbelievable scenes. Do back Dolan to score again? Yep. I think I said that on the match preview. I thought Dolan would score. So hopefully he does. I mean, to be fair, I don't matter who scores as long as it's a Rovers player. Rovers players score more than Huddersfield players and we get the win. But I wouldn't mind a Dolan goal. I love Toggle. What do we think of the best driver in City? What do we think of Burnley? Well, as a Rovers fan, you should know my thoughts on Burnley. Not a fan of them. I'll say that. I'll keep it PG. Not a fan of them. Even though my dad is a massive Burnley fan, which you might not know about me, but there's a slight fun fact. He wasn't too happy when I became a Rovers fan, but I wouldn't change it for the world. Stephen Mason says he's playing with Galley in a grassroots Sunday league. That's harsh on Galley. Saying Sunday league. That's really harsh. Don't you know the Blues are going up? Don't you know? Pump it up. The Blues are going up. I actually think if we win tonight, there's no limits as to what we can do. There's no limits. Dizzy Thumb says I think Ayala would have been rested today if Lenihan was fit. Tuesday night, it's a tough one. You might think to rest him, but you just want to keep that back line set, don't you? Including obviously Ayala in it, but obviously Lennon's not fit, so we have to play Ayala just for a bit of solidity. Hopefully Carter can just slot in alongside him, and we're all good. But we'll have to see. It's weird to say that in that centre half partnership, Lenihan's the first one to be injured. I would not have said that before the start of the season. Mick C says 3-1 to the Rovers. Would take that 100%. And Stephen Mason says it's true. Maybe about Galley or Rovers going up, one of the two. I'm just looking at the Rovers away and I'm looking to see if there's any of the Rovers chat contingent that I can spot. I know there's a few there tonight. It doesn't look like it's zooming away, so I can't see any of the Rovers chat lads. But there are a few there. I know that Dan's gone up. I'm not too sure about Ryan. E-I-E-I-O. Up the Football League we go. I tell you what, if we go up at Birmingham, that away end is going to be singing it into the night. It's going to be quality. Ben Brio Diaz on the screen. Another quick question: have any of you? I've seen it. Have any of you seen the advert with Ben Brio this week? The underwear advert with Top, the company in Chile. Unbelievable. It's crazy, this whole Chilean story, and I'm here for it 100%. If you haven't seen that advert, I think Ben Brio put it up on Twitter, or Rich Sharp, or Jacob Cook put it up on Twitter, and Ben put it up on Instagram. I don't know if it's gone now, if his story or whatever, but it's something else. It is something else. So if you haven't seen that advert, go and have a watch, maybe after full time. It is unbelievable. That advert. So let's see if maybe it can spur him on after getting a bit more publicity. To be fair, it says Graham, I'm not sure on anyone else's view, but how nice it's to have a pretty nailed on starting 11, something we've liked for a while. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, it is nice because it's good to know what team you're gonna get when all players are fit. I mean, we've still got Bradley Dack to come back into that 11, haven't we? But with the players that we've got, the 11, obviously including Lenihan over Carter, is the strongest 11 that we can pick, and it's being picked every week when all those players are fit, which is nice. There's been very few changes to this team, and it's good. Although we do have players ready if there are injuries, which of course we hope. There aren't too many for the rest of the season, but when there are injuries, of course, we do have the players to replace them. 1-0, says I Love Toggle, with a Pepsi Merchant overhead kick last minute. Could you imagine the scenes in that away end? Could you imagine the scenes? Would be unbelievable. What I might do before kickoff as well is just quickly run through the rest of the fixtures in the league from tonight and tomorrow's games. I'll do that so quickly. Preston host Stoke, Cardiff host West Brom, QPR host Birmingham, Hull host Blackpool, Middlesbrough playing Sheffield United, Fulham and Swansea, and then that's tomorrow's game, the Fulham-Swansea game. All the rest are tonight, and then the other games tomorrow: Derby Reading, Peterborough Bournemouth, Luton Coventry, Barnsley Nottingham Forest, and Millwall Bristol City. So that's the Championship fixtures for today and tomorrow. Mick C said, I don't think Dak walks back into the team. I think he gets back in. I think he comes back in when he's fit. I disagree with you there, Mick. I know this team has done so well so far, but the quality that Bradley Dack has, there's not many. There really isn't many players like him in the league. Now, Steve, we're calibrating. We're in yellow, so every single time, whatever kit Rovers playing, we're going to have the overlay. I would be wearing yellow if I had the shirt, but it's been dispatched. It's on the way. So we are in yellow tonight. So we do have each overlay ready for the game. So if we're at home, we'll obviously put the blue one on. We've got a red and black one ready if we ever use the away kit, which I'm doubting at this point. I thought this was going to be its christening, but not quite. But we are wearing yellow tonight. We're in the yellows. So we're of course wearing that one tonight. And like I say, the yellow shirt is on its way, so I can't wait to be wearing that myself. As Naive Steve agrees there, brilliant. 3-1 says Scott Taylor. Galley, Brio, and Ayala would take that. Hello to you too, Jared. Hope you are well over there in Ohio. Dizzy Thumbs just agreeing with Graham's comment earlier. This one I'll just bring up again. It was what we liked last year, what we wanted all last year. It definitely was. It was something that probably cost us in the end, the amount of injuries that we had, especially with Travis early in the season. I think that was not a great start, and it sort of set the tone. Hopefully Lenihan's not out for too long. I think it's just a groin strain, so hopefully he's back at Bloomfield Road at the weekend. We can all hope, can't we? Cracking ad that one, says Alton Penkridge. It is something else. The Pepsi one was unbelievable. This is just taking it to a whole new level. It's quite amazing, the advert, the underwear advert. If you haven't seen it, go and try and seek it out. It is quite unbelievable. But as I said before, I'm 100% here for it. Can't believe we've got a Rovers player doing Pepsi and underwear adverts. If you'd have said that, by the way, at the start of last year, I wouldn't have predicted it have been Ben Brayton. Of course, with the whole Chile thing, it makes sense, but you just wouldn't have predicted that would happen. Abracadabra, we've got Redicadra. Again, that's another one that should be just completely bouncing through that away end if it isn't already. Because that's another good chant from you there, Naive. Nice, yeah, I agree. Let's get some love for that chant. It was quite nice that. We've got a couple going on already, which is good to see. Naive Steve says anything is better than the Venky's chicken ad. Agreed. I've been mocked for that so much. because for a while that was the only thing that made our club relevant. Alexander Hamer says, good early morning. Good early morning to you all. Thank you, Alexander. Much appreciated, mate. It is quite early, but I enjoy doing this all the same, so I don't really mind. Some silly Chile team's going to buy him for 20 million. A Chilean team might. If it's Colo-Colo or something, maybe they might pay it or pay something. It's going to need to be 15 to 20 if he keeps his goal scoring form up, if they're going to buy him from us, especially considering that we have no need to sell him. But there you go. So, Rovers fans, just quickly, while we've got a little bit of the break in the comments, let me know what you think of this team. Yeah, score predictions. I've asked them before, Jack, so if you could throw yours in there, that would be good. So just let me know what you think. I've got the TV volume on 1, so I can just hear a little bit of Neil Yardley and Warren Lucy, because I've missed listening to them doing these little watch-alongs. I do like Warren and Neil. You better be a Huddersfield fan, Jack. You better be a Huddersfield fan. You better not be a Rovers fan predicting that. It says 2-1 Huddersfield. The first Huddersfield win prediction that we've had all night. Hopefully that one doesn't come true. Accrington stat. No. Maybe for you, but not for the rest of us. That's a great advert. Couldn't go to Liverpool that same where I was born. Yeah, that makes sense then. That makes sense. I did want a Huddersfield opinion because we haven't had on the other side. Are you Corbyn in or Corbyn out? And if you're Corbyn in, can you try and explain why some fans are Corbyn out? Because to outsiders and non-Huddersfield fans, it makes absolutely no sense. So you could just explain why Carlos Corbyn is wanted out by so many Huddersfield fans. That would be good, because I don't understand it. We've got Sorba Thomas and Josh Koroma. They're the two players for me. I think they're the two Huddersfield danger men that I'm a bit worried about. I think they've both got absolute quality to them. And of course, Naby Sarr with his double last season, I'm a bit worried about him. And of course, Lewis O'Brien's got quality as well. It's a good team Huddersfield have got, so hopefully we can keep them all quiet. If we go to Wembley, Chile will bring 50,000 fans. I tell you what, I said this on the other side, and forgive me if I sound like a fan that's, only coming back for the good times, like saying Oxford away last the season we went up. I don't think I would come back if we made the playoff final. I would be very tempted though. I think if in an ideal world, I'd obviously be getting back there, but I don't know if I will be back in England. Hopefully very soon. I hope very soon I'm back there. Obviously, with me finishing school, it gives me a bit more freedom to maybe get back, hopefully very soon. But I do miss Ewood more than absolutely anything, so hopefully I'm back there sometime soon. And Alan Toggle says we'll bring our 10,000. I tell you what, it's going to be crazy if we're in the playoff final at Wembley. It's going to be absolutely mental. Here's some trivia. I think I did see this. I saw this on Twitter. September the 10th, 1983, Rovers 5, Derby 1. So the 5-0 win, like we got on the weekend. The following game, we lost 6-0 away at Manchester City. We're not losing 6-0, surely. We're not losing 6-0. Right, this is the perspective I wanted from Jack. They're saying Corbyn out because we've lost last 2 games. And some fans say they should be out for losing games and they should give managers a chance. I agree. I think that they should be given a chance. Can I just say, Jack, are you Corbyn in or Corbyn out? Just to get that perspective, because I think that the fans that want him out are incredibly harsh. Forest City says, my buddy and I visited next September. I might get back over by then, maybe. Hopefully, hopefully the quarantine restrictions for one have been loosened, so it's not 2 weeks quarantine. It's the thing on the agenda next for me is trying to get back to Ewood because I miss it so much. These watch-alongs are a lot of fun. They are a lot of fun, but I would love to be at the ground. I'd love to be there tonight. If you gave me a plane ticket over, said that to do no quarantine, You don't have to do any quarantine, and you've got a ticket in that away end. I would take it. I would take it right now. I mean, I do have a trial version of GCSE English today, so maybe I wouldn't be able to take it, but you know what I mean. You get my point. So just waiting for the Rovers and Huddersfield players. What's your opinion on Armour being a flop? Give him time. He's just gone up there. It's a tough step up from the Championship to the Premier League. He scored once, like, he's not, not done too bad. Yeah, he's not a flop yet. I think it's good to see him in the Prem, as much as I would love to see him stay with Rovers or be in the Prem with Rovers. You've got to give him a chance. Give him time. He's got to acclimatise to a new team, and let's see if he can do it. What time in Melbourne? 20 to 5. Kick off in 5 minutes at 4:45 in the morning. So there you go. It's quite early, but I mean, in about a month's time, it's going to be the 3 o'clock kickoffs are going to be 2 a.m. So that's going to be really, really early, and the games will probably end around 4. Corbin in because he helped improve the team from the Cowley brothers were here. If we play like we did against QPR and Blackpool, yeah, I would think that so many Huddersfield fans would be in the same camp, but it doesn't appear to be the case, which is strange. We take Armour back on loan next season. I mean, to be fair, here's my hot take. I don't know if you're going to agree with this. This might be my next question. Do we look better without Adam Armstrong than we did with Adam Armstrong? And I accept that he did score 29 goals and was incredible. I think we look better without Adam Armstrong than we do with him, personally, because of that factor that Adam Armstrong takes a hell of a lot of shots, and the chances that we're going to him are going to the likes of Tyrese Dolan, Sam Gallagher, Ben Brio Diaz, of course, and the strikers that they're now falling to are putting them away. So I think we look better without Adam Armstrong than we do with him, personally. I'd be interested to hear your thoughts in the comments. Yes, there we go. Cowley brothers are currently underachieving at Portsmouth. The Cowley brothers did give us one of my favourite non-Rovers results of all time when they beat Burnley away in the Cup. And then sort of did well at Huddersfield and then stopped doing well, got sacked or left, I can't remember. I think they got sacked, didn't they? And then obviously now at Portsmouth and not doing as well as they once were, but there you go. As the Rovers players on the bench are now out, and the Rovers players that are starting are about to be. Lewis Travis leading the team out. How good is that to see? Lewis Travis with the armband. Unbelievable. Front three are unbelievable. Agreed. That's what he does. And part of the knock on him. Still dangerous and probably best suited with a more creative holding tab up top. Yeah. Just so he can work in a 2. It might work out with him in a 2, but of course we'll have to see if he can improve a little bit. He's not really doing too bad. He's got a goal to his name. It was a good finish as well against Everton, but I'll have to see if he can get another couple. Wish I could be at the John Smith tonight, but can't get the COVID vaccine and not feeling great with the atmosphere is electric. The fans are electric. Well, let's see if the fans are electric, because to be fair, I will say, and this isn't a slight on Huddersfield, and I can't really say much because Ewood's been empty all season. There is parts of the John Smith that look rather empty. I get that it's a Tuesday night. One stand looks quite full, and the bottom part is just filled with tarpaulin, so it's interesting to see that. But there you go. 6 games, 1 goal for Armstrong. Yep. How many Rovers fans are there? There was a little look at the away, and there was a fair few. I can't just look at the ground because I'm not sure where the away fans are sat. Because the only game I've watched at the John Smith was last season, and there was obviously no fans in. I would have watched the season before though, right? Yeah, because I started watching Rovers games again. The first season we were back. No, it wasn't. It was the second season we were back in the Championship, 1920, the first pandemic season. Because before then I just used to check the scores because I had no way of watching the games. So I'm not sure where the away fans are sat. If I get another look at the away end, I'll update you there. It's rained heavily all day. I did hear that. What does the pitch look like? Doesn't look in too bad nick, to be fair. The lineup's on the screen now, so it's blocking the pitch. So when the pitch comes back up, I'll let you know. The fans are to the next to town fans, next to the scoreboard, to the right of the scoreboard. Okay, thank you. So I'll have a look. The pitch does look in half decent nick. Aaron Holt actually scared me in our Rovers Chat Discord because he said at about 8 p.m. Australian time last night that the game was going to be called off, which it hasn't been, which is good. To be fair, there does look like there's a lot of Town fans there. To answer that question from before, does look like there's a fair few Huddersfield fans there. So hopefully a decent atmosphere, and hopefully Rovers can get the job done. Lennon has me sweating. Probably good to give him a rest in this one, as much as we don't want to. We want him back for Blackpool at the weekend if possible. So hopefully he is. Referee is Jeremy Simpson for tonight. Just again, a bit of housekeeping. As we await kickoff, it'll be Rovers to get us underway. It'll be John Buckley to kick us off. Rovers, of course, in the yellow shirts, yellow shorts, yellow socks. Huddersfield Town in the traditional blue and white striped home shirt with the white socks and black socks and white shorts. As the Rovers players take the knee, good to see that there is still a stand against racism. Huddersfield players electing not to. But we're about to be underway. Just waiting for the referee's whistle, and we've got it. We're away at the John Smith. Come on, Rovers. Come on, Rovers. Another win would be so nice to back up the weekend. Just watch the early stages, and then we'll get back into the comments. Nervy ball forward. Kaminski heads it away. He's in no man's land a little bit. Koroma out wide. Kaminski's back on his line. And Huddersfield have got the earliest attack of the game. Whipped in. Headed back central. It's over the bar. Was nodded back into the middle by Josh Koroma. And very unlucky from Danny Ward, who heads it over the bar. Really not a good start from Rovers. Early Huddersfield attack. And it was a good header back from Josh Koroma back into the middle. And Danny Ward just couldn't sort himself out. And the header was over the bar, but a nervy start for Rovers. Really nervy start. Hopefully Van Hecker isn't too far off. Agreed. Thankfully the Jordan Rose isn't playing. We said this on the match preview. It was uploaded earlier. It just feels written in the stars that if he plays, he scores against us. So glad to see that he isn't playing. Now, we're the blue and white army, mate. But thank you. Thank you for the good luck messages. And good luck to Huddersfield. Just not tonight or in the reverse fixture, but for the rest of the season, then, yeah, fair enough. O'Brien sends the ball forward to Koroma. Heavy first touch, but he's able to make it work. Huddersfield plays some good stuff early on here. Toffolo bombing forward. Whips into the middle. Back stick. Break central, and Huddersfield should be one up. My days, the amount of chances Huddersfield have got early on is unbelievable. Not sure who that is who's blasted it over the bar. But it broke so kindly for him central. Got no idea who that is who's just absolutely sent that one into Rose Ed. Sanani. He's absolutely hammered that over the bar, but a good start for Huddersfield, which is annoying for us, of course. Don't know where to watch the game. I think it's apparently someone told me before it was on Sky. If you're UK based, it is on Rovers TV though. I don't know if Huddersfield have got an equivalent for you that you can give money to them being a Huddersfield fan. But I know it's on Rovers TV for sure. It's a subscription. There was talk that it was on Sky though. Speaking of which, do you want me to try? I'll do a check for you. I'll do a time check, so that if you're watching the game, you can either line yourself up or just watch, or just rewind me a little bit so you can watch it live. Kaminski claims that one because whenever I do time checks on Rovers TV, whenever I pause it, it always goes back live when I play it. So I'll do a quick time check in a minute if you want. So you can either rewind me to watch it live with the game, or you can try and calibrate whatever you're watching. So I'm at 3:15, 3:16, 3:17, 3:18, 3:19, 3:20, 3:21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Hopefully that helps. And the CEO of Time Checks, Chris Hayes, is here saying we're all over the place. We are. We've not started well at all. Hi all, by the way. Hello to you too, mate. Daniel Sinani is our lone player and Levi Colwill. Well, Sinani's looked all right. He had a terrible effort just before. But, yeah. On loan from Norwich. From Luxembourg. You don't see too many footballers from Luxembourg. Fair enough. Somehow this ball is kept in play on the Huddersfield left. Drifts out of play for a Huddersfield throw. Yeah, for Rovers fans not watching the game, we have not started well. We have really not started well, which is a pain. Hopefully we can just pick things up a little bit. Obviously, we did have an early scare against Cardiff at the weekend, and we know how that one turned out. So hopefully it's just a case of us starting slow and then building back into the game. It's a really poor ball forward, and Rovers have got possession. First goal of the night, it says Plymouth 0, Crew 1. Must be at home park, that game. So yeah, a bit of a Soccer Saturday or Soccer Special style video printer there from Naive Steve, which is quality. So if there are any goals in Championship games that don't pop up on the screen for me, and I'll let you know if they do, just if you could tell me the scores from those games, that would be nice. And potential Champions League games as well, if there are any interesting ones. I know it's Manchester City PSG, but more concerned about this one, of course. But thanks for letting me know. Steve? Yes, I do want to help you out here, Rob. You do. So you go to matches, go to match center, and then if you scroll down to the Huddersfield game, under match center, it should be a button saying watch live. Just click that and you should be able to watch it. Or poor back pass from Sarr made Nichols work and they're able to get away, but I thought that Rovers could have been in there. Not quite though. Well, I mean, it's definitely on Rovers TV. So if you want to give money to Rovers, you can watch it there. I don't know if Huddersfield have got an equivalent. There's a poor ball forward there from Toffolo. Travis cuts it out. Gallagher. Now Rothwell. Forward to John Buckley. Rovers have got options to their left in Pickering, who's bombing forward. Back now with Buckley, who was so brilliant at the weekend. Rothwell now back to Bucko. To take the ball in field. Yeah, Rovers have settled a little bit, which is good. It was a really frenetic start from Huddersfield. They had chances left, right, and centre, and slowly, slowing the game down. Let me know if it works, Rob. By the way, and if you need any assistance, just let me know because I'm watching on Rovers TV as well. Let me know if that works. You'll probably be not on the screen to comment because you'll probably be trying to get the game up. But let me know. Apparently it's not on Sky. I just got told before that it might be. So yeah, it's definitely on Rovers TV, and I don't know if Huddersfield have got an equivalent with you being a Huddersfield fan, as I said before. But there is a way to watch it, definitely. If you want to. You might just have to pay a little bit. As Sarr hooks it clear. O'Brien got up to win the header, was unopposed really, but couldn't really get much behind it. West Brom are a goal up against Cardiff. So that one's come up on the screen, which is good as Rovers play the ball forward. Out wide towards Dolan. And played out for a Rovers throw on the left-hand side. 7.5 minutes gone. Still 0-0. Yeah, there's iFollow, but you don't have any money for the subscription. Well, fair enough. If you can't watch it that way, then you can just stick around if you want, and I'll try and provide a little bit of commentary for you instead. But the option is there if you wanted to watch it. Completely understandable if you don't have the subscription for iFollow, because it is quite expensive, to be fair. Sky Red button. So maybe it is on Sky for you. Apparently it's on the Sky Red button. So maybe you might be able to access it, Jack. As the ball is on the Rovers' right, Gallagher looks to whip it central. Brayton Diaz might make this work. It wasn't a fantastic ball from Gallagher, but Diaz has made it work. Ball forward to Tyrese Dolan. Nice turn. Taken in field. Good tackle, Lewis O'Brien, just to stop his progress. Could they have made it any more opaque? Think I've found it finally. Thanks, my friend. Wouldn't have done so without your pointer. It's all right, mate. Here to help if I can. Obviously, because I'm watching the game on Rovers TV myself, I know how to work it. But for some who have maybe never used it before, it's not easy. But no worries. As Rothwell looks to move forward, rides one challenge and plays the ball out wide towards Niambe. Will he get there? Yes, he will. There may be an international. Infield to Dolan. Goes back to Travis, whips it in first time towards Buckley. And it looks like potentially maybe a high foot, perhaps. And it's a free kick to Huddersfield. Evening to you too, Neil. And McCarthy must worry about his job with Wilder and Houston available. Had Steve Cooper as well on that list. But obviously he's gone to Forest. So a few good championship managers historically out of work. So McCarthy must be one that's slightly worried. And Rob, if you just want to calibrate the watch along with the stream, I'm at 10 minutes, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. I don't know where you're at with your stream. That's where I'm at as Huddersfield have got themselves a throw. My wife has sole possession of the TV remote. No chance of watching the game. That's, no comment. No comment. Unlucky on your end, but, I'll keep you updated, Naive Steve. I'll keep you updated. Looking better now, more settled. 100%. 100%. You're about 8 seconds ahead of me. I'll behave. We had Andrew, I think it was Andrew Evans who spoiled one of the goals a couple of weeks ago. So you could either just put this stream back 10 seconds and watch it live, or just, let me react to the goal first before commenting. Would, of course, be nice. But good to have you watching along. We'll clip forward towards Brayton Diaz, who was stealing in at the back post. I'll just edit the scoreboard quickly as well. As it's one back for Rovers. Buckley doesn't have much forward. Gally looked offside and he was. So free kick to Huddersfield. I'll just make sure to update that scoreboard. Not that the score has changed since the game started, but just to make sure. Stoker goal up. I agree with your comment, by the way. Before I edit this overlay, I can't see who made it, but I had a little bit of a read. As Ryan Niambe's down. No, please don't stay down. Please get up, please, Ryan. No, we don't need injuries. Not now. I don't know if he's up or not. We'll have to see. It was, whose comment was it? Neil saying, is it just me or does anyone think that a point away from home would be an okay result tonight? I think that would be a good result tonight. I would take a point. 100%. I would definitely take a point. Let's have a look at this Ryan Niambe injury. So he goes to win it, gets there first, and just gets body checked. Not sure who the Huddersfield player is. Toffolo just checks him. Should be okay to continue. Adam Reach has got an assist for West Brom. Saw that they scored one. Just listening on Sky Sports News, but I'll do my best to also listen on here. Thanks for listening. And hopefully for our sake, Huddersfield don't get the win. Of course, you'll be hoping for different things, being a Huddersfield fan. Borough 1 against Sheffield United. Just saw it come up on the screen. Duncan Watmore. As long as we have a Blackpool, if we can take 4 points from 6, well, the most likely avenue being 1 point here and 3 against Blackpool, I'd take that. Then a win here would widen the gap between us and Huddersfield, who are currently in 7th coming into tonight. So let's just see. Let's just see. Of course, we want to win every game. Of course, goes without saying. I don't think this is going to get as much love as the Rovers chants we're getting early on. Sorry, but a bit of a Huddersfield chant as well going on. 28 viewers on the stream, not too bad at all. As the ball's forward up to Brayton Diaz, unable to get there, but he puts his thumb up in appreciation of what was trying to happen. Tell you what, yellow shirt is something else. Can't wait to get my hands on it myself. No Jordan Rhodes reunion. We expect it'll come on New Year's Day at Ewood. And if he scores, oh, I'm going to be fuming. Jordan Rhodes was brilliant for us. But to see him score against us rather than for us would be sad. I'm kind of hoping that he doesn't play on New Year's Day. Just so that there's no way that he can score against us. As Saga's the ball away. Good pressure from Gallagher. Infield to Dolan. Can he make something work? Finds Travis, who whips it in first time. Header on goal from Gallagher is wide in the end. With a tough chance. Had to stoop low to get his head to it. But not bad play from Rovers, that. Decent ball from Travis, and Gallagher just couldn't sort himself out. Pause my stream for a wee while to get in sync. Living the past few, laddie. Oh, thank you, mate. It's just for your convenience, really, or for you. No, it is for you, really. It's, you know. But there you go. Thanks for syncing yourself up, and hopefully it's a better experience for you watching the game alongside me as Travis moves forward. Not a bad ball first time in towards Brayton Diaz, but Nichols quickly off his line to claim that one. Equivalent to a punch by a boxer. I don't think it was quite that malicious, but yeah, Nyambe straight back up. Burton Albion, Harry Chapman can't even get in the starting 11. Is he on the bench? Or is he not in the squad? Again, I haven't had time to check any other team other than Rovers and Huddersfield, so I had no idea that he's missed out on the starting 11. That's a surprising one. As O'Brien looks to work it forward for Huddersfield. And Nyambe cuts it out initially. Ricochets back for Huddersfield. It's back to O'Brien, who has hit the post. I thought that was in. For a second, I thought that was 1-0 Huddersfield, but it's rattled the post. The left-hand upright. Very, very lucky. Yeah, I understood the point, even if I didn't convey that. But yeah, it was the positioning, yeah. But now make sure Huddersfield give the ball away. Yeah, I got that point, but took another view on it as well. She's on the bench, not surprising. Just looking at a shot from Lewis O'Brien. It pretty much collides with the right angle between the post and the bar. Kaminski was definitely beaten. There was no way he was getting there. Rovers, another early reprieve. Shots for handball against Dolan, not given. And he wins Rovers a throw. Matthew says Galley's effort is just immense. I don't get all the hate. I can understand why some fans don't see to him. Just because he's, the goal scoring output potentially sometimes isn't as high as we would like, but the effort's always been there, and I definitely appreciate the effort 100%. But potentially sometimes, especially against Luton, he didn't have the greatest of games. He was unable to hold the ball up and ended up giving the ball away in the corner. That, if we maybe kept the ball, maybe we wouldn't have conceded. But that's in the past now. Kaminski had it covered. I mean, even the most optimistic Rovers fan would say no. And Brian Nyambe is down again. I think this might be his night over. I just hear Neil saying, I don't think it's an injury. Well, that's the second time he's gone down. Who've got on the bench? Tyler McGlaw, maybe at right back? That'll probably seem like the most likely change. Second time Nyambe's gone down, I think he's going to be withdrawn. Oh, the start of the season, we have Lenihan out injured, and now it looks like Nyambe's injured as well. Carlton to right back, McGlaw central? Probably. Rob saying, crappy German internet let me down. It's your Rovers TV, but not both. Make your decision. I'm not going to influence it. It would be nice to have you on here, but if you want to watch the game and you can't watch the game without, you get my point. But it would be good to have you here, and McGlaw's coming on. That's so frustrating. As much as I, like Tyler McGlaw as a footballer and love what he offers, it's one of those that you don't want to see Nyambe come off. First change of the night then, by the looks. And don't get me wrong, I am a massive, massive fan of Tyler McGlaw, but I don't think he offers as much as Ryan Nyambe does. Gutted for Nyambe, yeah. Exact same. Good to see McGlaw get a chance, but I would rather have Nyambe there. McGlaw right back to deal with the pace out wide. Well, he's one of the quickest players in the division, if not the quickest. So probably smart. Let me see when they pans the defence. Yeah, it looks like McGlaw's right back. Carter pushed to centre half. Well, he was always going to be centre half. Carter started centre half, so it was always going to be probably like for like. So yeah, McGlaw right back. Nyambe off. Mainly gutted as a tenner and score a brace. Tell me you're lying. Please tell me you're lying. If you've got a tenner on Nyambe to score a brace, then that's just a waste of money. Good pressure, Rovers. Saludos from Chile. Thank you, mate. Thank you, Auntie. Hello to you as well. Rothwell. On to Galley, who runs for the hills. He's done well. Then runs out of room. Commentator's curse again. Bucko wing back. Yeah, I just want to see if that's going to happen. Nyambe's down the tunnel. Massive shame. Rothwell looks to drive forward. Pickering. Now Dolan. Buckley now in field. Rothwell. Galley unable to play it back and intercepted by O'Brien. Now Rothwell again. Pickering on the left. He's take the ball in field. Trying to bring up a few comments in a moment. Shame no goals yet. I mean, as long as there's no Huddersfield goals, and I can sort of take a point as Buckley looks to whip it in. It does look like he's playing right wing back, to be fair. Can Brio take it down? Looks like it's hit his arm. It's a free kick Huddersfield for something. Either him pulling back on Naby Sarr or the handball. thoughts on Lee Nichols so far? I think Jack asked. He hasn't really done too much, but whenever he's done something, he's done it well. Not to make any saves yet, but whenever he has to claim a ball, he's done his job. The Ambit injury from the knocks, or was it a hamstring? I mean, we're gonna have to wait to get assessment. I mean, there was a couple of knocks for sure, but it wasn't appearing to hold in hamstring when he was going off. So hopefully, it's not a hamstring. Cross out of play. Was it deflected? Sorba Thomas with the ball in. It was deflected. The Huddersfield corner. I think Lee Nichols is better than Ryan Schofield. Well, Ryan Schofield was in net when Huddersfield conceded 5, so potentially you might be right there. Ball whipped in, headed away by Ayala. Second bite of the cherry for Huddersfield. Back into the middle. Rovers have got a clear, and they're able to get the first clearance, but it's only as far as O'Brien. Karoma. Back into the middle towards Naby Sarr, but Kaminski gets there and claims it. Now Brayton. Able to keep the ball and just keeps running. Pickering. Back to Brayton Diaz. Dispossessed. Break for Rothwell. Not quite. It will for Buckley, though. Good tackle, O'Brien. He's been good so far for Huddersfield. Had a play by Ayala. Yeah, it has. So throw for Huddersfield. Nambil concussed to me. Potentially. Again, we're going to wait to get an assessment from the club. We've got to wait. But if he is concussed, I suppose maybe concussion sub. So that might not count as a Rovers change. Well, it obviously counts as a change, but it might be the concussion sub because obviously you're allowed 3 now plus the extra sub for a concussion if there is one. So if it is a concussion, then maybe Rovers might have a 4th change available to them. I'll have to see how that eventuates. Accrington Stanley, who are they? Bit of a throwback to the ad that we mentioned before. Seems like we don't have the legs today, just a half second behind every 50-50 ball. Yeah, Huddersfield have overpowered us at the moment. For me, sorry. My opinion, I think that Huddersfield have started better. Dolan wrestles to try and keep the ball and does well to keep it. Foul Bastinani. I agree, Jared. Huddersfield just more up for it than us, yeah. Hopefully we can change that. Obviously the early injury doesn't help, but got to get past that and move on. Forward from Kaminski. Rothwell got space to move into. Can you show us the screen? No, copyright. Back into the middle now for Rothwell. Now Travis. Who do you think will get promoted? Hopefully Rovers, West Brom and Fulham. If Huddersfield don't take their chances, they'll pay the price, especially with the attack that Rovers have got. Like Dolan, Brio, Galley. Some team that. Brayton Diaz forward to Gallagher. Will he get there? No. Poor clearance, so it's now Harry Pickering for Rovers on the left-hand side. He's won as a corner. Rovers away and buzzing with it. Sorba Thomas blocks it behind. Celebrate lost to Morecambe. Not now, I'm not. Got over that. It's a League Cup. We're doing well in the league. It's fine. Kevin says, think we're trying to hold on without conceding second half. Then we go at it more. Well, I hope. Well, we're getting back into the first half at the moment. Definitely improved things since the early onslaught from Huddersfield. Ball into the middle, cleared away at the front post. Poor corner, really, if we're being honest. Ball switched. Galley back into the middle. It doesn't quite break for anyone. In a yellow shirt, forward to intended for Brayton Diaz, but Dolan gets there. Pickering. Oh, and it's over here. Brayton Diaz had space on the left-hand edge of the penalty area, but Pickering couldn't find him. Player of the season except Diaz. Buckley for me. Buckley and Ayala for me have been the main two. Speaking of Buckley, drives into space, finds Gallagher on the right-hand side. Rothwell. Brayton Diaz back to Joe Rothwell. Once again, forward to Brayton. Ball in field looking for Travis, won't find him. McGlaw couldn't quite step in either. Yeah, Chris agrees with the Ayala shout. Bucko for me. Yeah, both of them have been good, haven't they? Think we'll score if Fraser Campbell comes on in the second half? Hopefully not, and hopefully it's not Fraser Campbell. Of all the Huddersfield players, so I called him average the other day. Ayala done good, Pickering too. I think most Rovers players have done well, haven't they? Some have been surprising more than others, but those have been a lot good. As Rothwell plays the ball over to Pickering, just waits for support. Rothwell, Carter, infield to Brayton Diaz, who shoots just wide. That's not a bad effort, to be fair. Audacious for sure, but just curls past the right hand upright. Let me have another look at this. So Pickering the ball in field. Brayton Diaz one touch out of his feet. Curling shot. To be fair, Lee Nichols probably had it covered, but it went wide anyway. Yeah, I said this the other day. Hard to pick out someone. The whole team have been awesome at times, yeah, especially last weekend against Cardiff. That's been the best showing, really, from the team. But Rovers growing into this one, definitely. We need Van Heck fit, so we can't afford to lose. So we can afford to lose Ayala and Lenihan. I mean, I've not really seen him play, so I've got no real opinion towards him. Obviously, good to get a new signing in, of course, but hopefully he's at least on the bench soon. Maybe after this next international break, who knows? Buckley moves it on. As McGlaw wins it back. Ball out of play, though, for Huddersfield throw. He's the worst Rovers player of the season. I'll tell you what, that's a tough one as well. I think they might be tired, potentially. That's a tough one, that. That's a tough one. I don't want to answer that one anyway. But maybe someone in the comments might have a view on that. Pervader says 7788. Ball over to Brereton Diaz. Great first touch into space. Infield towards Pickering. Will he get there? He will just about, but the ball needed a slight bit more weight on it. To be fair, I did forget about Poveda. So, as much as I hope that he does well for us so far, he's flattered to deceive. Chris wants to say Poveda. Oh, good luck, mate. Good luck is all I'll say there. After the response you got to your tweet a little while ago. After the Barnsley game, I think it was. I'd say our keeper's been outstanding. Kaminsky's been unreal. Clarkson been happy. I was thinking that. Obviously, I don't want to slate him because he's a young lad and he's one of my best mates, so I don't really want to slate him, but I think he would have expected probably a bit more game time than what he's getting. He's done okay though when he's featured. But you know, he's been in every matchday squad since he came in. Buckley underhit, well underhit, gives it away to Karoma. Ball out wide. It's past Pickering. Back into the middle. Driving shot on goal is in. That's a good hit, to be fair. Vallejo, very unlikely goal scorer. Kaminsky maybe should have done better. But it's bobbled in and Huddersfield are a goal up. Good work. I think that's Sorba Thomas who cuts the ball in field. Vallejo first time. Kaminsky gets a hand to it. Can't keep it out. And frustratingly, Huddersfield have got the first goal of the evening. And just watching the replay back, I'm not sure if Kaminsky actually did get a hand to that or if it was just bobbled right in front of him. But yeah, 1-0. Really, really, really frustrating that. Really frustrating. Buckley forward as we look for a quick response. Brereton Diaz could be in behind. Could be an instant response. But a Dolan shot blocked. Couldn't get out of his feet. Great ball forward to Brereton. Just couldn't get himself sorted. Should have hit it there. Took a few too many touches and the shot was on target for him. Dolan, but blocked en route. Chin up, we've been the better team. Disagree. I don't think we have been the better team, but I think that goal has been coming. Thought that he was going to have that out of his feet and score. There's still time, though. You know, I hate the negativity, though, that's gone after one goal. We can win 5-1 and already, you know, there's negativity creeping into the comments. Fair enough, you've got an opinion, but, you know, it's just mental how quick football can turn. Said we couldn't play a back three. I mean, maybe not. Doesn't help with the Nyambe injury and the Lenihan injury, but there's still a ton of time. There's still a ton of time. Rothwell clips it into the middle. Behind for a corner. Resilience has been a part of this Rovers team. Need to bounce back. We still can. I was saying, like, you know, so many occasions this season, Rovers have done well where we would have otherwise folded in previous years. Rothwell looks to whip it in. Blocks. Pickering takes it down, shoots. It's wide. Rothwell did okay here. Looked to whip it in, but was blocked. Pickering just took a touch and right on the edge of the area just fired a shot on goal, but it's just wide. Good to be able to calibrate the commentary. We've been so the better team. Well, thanks for the commentary comment. Much appreciated. Would have been nice to get half time on level terms and work out our best ways in the second half. That'd be good. Cadra and Butter will still yet to come. It's a decent bench, especially if there's the fourth sub allowed for concussion with Nyambe. I'm not sure if it was concussion or not, so I'm not sure if we'll be allowed that fourth sub, but time will tell, I suppose. Bit of a reaction, a bit of a late reaction there to the goal, I would assume. Are we missing Lenihan? Yeah, massively. Massively. All of a sudden, with Nyambe off and Lenihan off, out injured obviously, it all of a sudden looks like an unsettled backline, which we haven't had too much of this season. So, yeah, we are missing him massively. As we're looking to attack again, but this time Rovers able to dispossess the home side. Travis now forward to Rothwell. Great run, Rothwell. Just looking for someone to play it to. He finds Buckley, who's now at right wing back. Don't apologise for being a fan of your club. It's just annoying that your team's winning. Need new players, but it's hard to get them outside of a transfer window. Other than free agents, of course, which we could access, but haven't done so yet. Rothwell. Can he orchestrate something before the break? Carter. Pickering. Now Dolan. Carter again. Now Travis. Forward to Britton Diaz. Can he keep it on? He can. That's a Rovers throw. Is Danny Alves a free agent? I don't think he's coming to either of Rovers or Huddersfield, even if he is. I very much doubt that. I'm not sure if he is or not. We'll have to see. There's a few more realistic free agents that I think we should be targeting instead, as it's whipped in towards Gallagher, who gets up. Manages to flick it on towards Buckley. Travis skips in field. Goes to Gallagher, looks for the return ball, but unable to get to him. Koroma can't quite get his clearance away. Galley right to Buckley. Ball towards the back. Say Britton, free header. Good save, Nichols. Chance for Rovers to draw at level. Real chance for Rovers to draw at level. Great ball in from Buckley. Britton unmarked and maybe should have done better with it. Rothwell holding his hammy. Have I missed this? I didn't see it. I'll have to have another look. Potentially when he comes back on screen. Tap play for Huddersfield throw. We need a striker. I think we might have a look at Surridge. Well, we had a look at Josh Madger, didn't we? But the medical failed. He would have been a great one to sign. Madger would have been class. Obviously looked at Obafemi, looked at Ollie Burke on deadline day. So we definitely had a look at our options, but didn't end up signing one of them. When's Dak back? Probably sometime soon, maybe November, December, possibly. They always say the second one's quicker to recover than the first one. Flipped in towards the middle. Over the head of Ayala. No Rovers defender. They able to sort it out. There's 3 Rovers players there. None of them able to clear it away. Koroma in field. This really would be a soft goal to give away if we do. Over the head of Sorba Thomas, who was steaming in. So Nani back out wide. Headed back into the middle. Rovers need to clear this. And they now do. Gallagher is headed on towards Brayton Diaz. See you in 30 minutes. O'Brien looks to drive the ball forward. Toffolo. Back to Naby Sarr. Does look to work it forward, but Buckley cuts it out. McGlaw takes it down. And it's a throw for Huddersfield. What positions would you say we need now? Just depth, really. Maybe another striker, just to supplement us upfield, but that's the main one. Maybe Josh Madger in January would be quite nice. Maybe another body in midfield, perhaps. Gallagher drives it forward. Plays it to Tyrese Dolan out on the Rovers' right as we approach stoppage time at the end of the first half. Can Dolan make something happen? He always seems to. Skips infield. Dolan across to Travis. Rovers just look to build an attack here. There's 3 minutes of added time, so a lot of that would have been attributed to the Nyambe injuries. Brayton Diaz finds Buckley. Can he whip it into the middle? He can, but hooked away at the moment. Not too far clear, and a dreadful first touch from Brayton Diaz sees it over the line for a goal kick. That's a bit like the Brereton of old rather than the Brayton Diaz, to be fair. Blackpool 1-0. I did see that, actually. Preston 1, Stoke 1. Again, I did see that. I just forgot to mention it. Ben Whiteman scored. But yeah, I did forget to mention it. So goal kick for Huddersfield. 1 minute of the 3 at the end of the first half has elapsed. McGlaw needs to come across and sort this out. Eventually, him and Ayala do work it out in the end. Cleared down the line from Pickering out of play. Cardio says, I think Brayton should move up as a 9 and take out Dolan for Veda. I'd be very, very reluctant to take off Tyrese Dolan. Brayton's been good out wide, though, to be fair. So, I'm not sure. I think keep Brayton out wide, to be fair. It's probably his best position, to be honest. Even though he's signed as a centre forward, he's been good on us, you know, on the left. So I'd keep him on the wing. But we do need to change something. Maybe Reddy Cadra for Gallagher, maybe. Might be the first one for me. Play Cadra up on the right-hand side. Keep Dolan through the middle, Brayton on the left. Ball into the middle towards Gallagher. Just couldn't quite get a decent attack on goal. Fight of the Naby Keita is a very good fancy football team name. You're welcome. I'm going to stare at the screen blankly and hope someone can explain it. And I'm sorry if that kills the joke. But once I understand what it means, it might make it funny or understandable. We've just got to see out these last 15 seconds or so. Poor clearance from Pickering. We just don't want to go into the second half. Or we don't want to go into half-time 2-0 down. Shot on goal is wide. Long range from Toffolo. And we will see out the first half at 1-0. There it is. So the one goal separating the two sides from Alex Vallejo. Good strike as well, to be fair, from outside the area. Fly to the navigator. Ah, clever. Very clever. But again, considering, you know, 1, I don't watch movies, and 2, I'm not yet 18. Wrong demographic. I do apologise, mate. But that's not a bad name, you're right, based off that. Jared, who are you slating? For Rovers fans that are new to the stream, when Jared slates someone, they usually do something. It's a tough one to call. Who's you know, ratings wise. I don't think Harry Pickering's been at his best. I think Travis has been good. Yeah. There you go. Hopefully I'll explain that one for you. Slating's like, you know, having a go at someone or criticising someone. Buckley gave the goal away. As much as we've been saying he's been good, you know, he's not been at his best either. I think Lewis O'Brien's been good for Huddersfield. I mean, much the same as the rest of the season, it's tough to pick out a Rovers player, but for different reasons today. Really don't want to be negative again, but Buckley's struggling. I don't think Buckley's been at his best. You know, he's not a right back. We know that. And it's annoying that he has to play at right back. But, you know, he's not been at his best. So, Rovers, I think we can all accept that we need to make some changes. But if you were Tony Mowbray, where would you be making them? Who's coming on? Who's coming off? We've obviously made one. You know, if it's a concussion, maybe Rovers have got still 3 available due to the new rule that was added at the beginning of the season. So, but we'll assume that we've got 2 remaining and that it's not a concussion. Who comes on for who, second half? And when do we make the change? Let me know, Rovers fans, in the comments. Want to see Redicadra? I think he's the main one that jumps off the page for me. Buckley playing wing back isn't helping him, not at all. Rovers only 1 down, not playing well. We can do this. We can, of course. I think we can. I think that if we can get something to work out, you know, if you take out the Barnsley game, we've scored in every game so far this season, and we're still unbeaten away from home. So, look, we're gonna have to fight from a goal down, but hopefully we can still get a decent enough result. Cadra for Galley now, Butterworth for Dolan, 60 minutes. Don't mind that. I think we have to change things up. I think Cadra is probably the main one who probably is most likely to come on. And then move on from there. Cadra is our only game-changing option. I would agree somewhat, yeah. I mean, Butterworth's decent. Coming off the bench. Poveda has got the potential to be that player, but hasn't been for Rovers yet. Revert to a back 4 with McGlaw right back, bring Cadra on for Gallagher. If we want to move Buckley back into centre mid, you could take off maybe someone like Carter, bring Cadra on for Carter and change shape. Go 4 at the back, so play McGlaw and Ayala at centre back, and then put Buckley back into centre mid. Said 3-1 and I'm sticking to it, says McC. Game of 2 halves. Potentially. Hopefully, all right. I said 2-1 before kickoff, but I said I'd take a point. If you offered me 1-1 now, I'd take it. Yeah, even bringing Cadra on for Carter might be smart. Or maybe not Cadra for Carter, but then how are we going to get Butterworth and Cadra on? Cali can do a job at right back. That's the most Rovers comment, and I understand why you've made it because he played at right back in a home game last season. I forgot who he played now, but that is the most Rovers comment that Galley can play at right back. Has had to play at right back. It's unbelievable. Martin Bailey says, "Come on, Town." I'm guessing you're happy with the first half and the way it's transpired. Let me know what you thought. It would be nice to get a Huddersfield view, despite the scoreline not being a good one from Rovers' point of view. But yeah, it's been a frustrating one for Rovers. Just haven't had things work out. I'm going to try and pick out a Rovers player who's done decent. I think Travis has been good with the armband, in the absence of Darrell Lennon, of course. I think Travis has been okay. And would you believe it? The moment we have more possession than an opposition team, we're behind. Dan Butterworth reminds me of Paul Gallagher when he was at Rovers. Paul Gallagher, in a Rovers shirt was a little bit before my time, so not quite sure. There's obviously Rovers fans of a certain age, slightly older than me, who will be able to agree with that. Be good to sign a backup goalkeeper to give Kaminski more competition. Not sure about Pears. Well, Pears did play Championship football when he was at Middlesbrough and was starting at a point, but I think Kaminski's been streets ahead. That the gap in quality probably, it's grown. It definitely has grown, but the gap in quality is shown because Kaminski's been probably the best keeper in the league to start the season, or if not the best keeper in the league, definitely in the top 2 or 3. I think we moved to a back 4 because Diaz and Gallagher on the wings is pointless when we have wing backs. Could do with Butterworth on for Galley, throw him on the middle, Dolan on the right. Long comment, but yeah, fair enough. Back 4, I don't think having wing backs and wingers is working too well. I think we need Buckley out on the wing. It's not Buckley out. No, we don't need Buckley on the wing. We need Brayton on the wing is what I need to say. We don't need Buckley on the wing at all. We need Buckley back in midfield. So I think we switched to a back 4. I do agree. Be right back. Coffee time, says Bradshaw. There you go. Thought Rovers would win tonight, but Huddersfield blow hot and cold. I mean, there's still time for the result to change. I mean, you'll probably know a bit more about Huddersfield than the rest of us do. So yeah, let's have a look through the other scores. Cardiff 0, West Brom 1. Huddersfield obviously 1 up against Rovers. We know that. Blackpool 1 up away at Hull. Middlesbrough 2, Sheffield United 0. Preston 1, Stoke 1, QPR 1, Birmingham 0. If Rovers play, I'm gonna try and deduce this because that comment makes no sense. If Rovers played through balls, I wouldn't moan about him playing up top. Is that Galley? Please, Steve, explain yourself. I'm not sure about reading that one. Just because I don't quite understand it. Steriakis can flourish in FM21. Lol is a beast for me in the Prem. He's playing, some decent football at under 23 level, but with Kaminski, as long as Kaminski's at the club, it's going to be hard to see anyone else get the gloves over him. How old is he, Antonis? Steriakis is 22, so time's, somewhat, I say running out. It's maybe not running out, but it's, it's a 3-year deal. Still not made a league appearance for us yet. I think he's made a first team appearance for us yet. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what happens with Steriakis because I think he can be a good goalkeeper at a decent level. Don't apologise, mate. It means Dolan. Okay, so there you go. No worries. But yeah, no need to apologise. Anybody warming up? I'm on the half-time stats screen, so I can't see if anyone is warming up at the moment. And I couldn't see if anyone was warming up at the end of the first half. So at the moment, I can't really answer that one. But as soon as someone is warming up and I can see it, I'll let you know. Any good up and coming Aussie players? Yes, there is a couple. The ones that jump to mind are the Toure brothers from Adelaide United, not Kolo and Yaya. Let me have a look. Mohamed and Al Hassan Toure, they're the main two for me. They're decent. Al Hassan is 21. Both at the same club at Adelaide United. And Mohamed, I think, is the younger of the two. He's 17, a winger. So they're a couple of good players. In the A-League, definitely. I think they're the main two that, are the talk of the town. There's a few that I've commentated on at A-League Academy level. A few good A-League ones that I've seen. Leighton Brooks is a good one for Melbourne Victory. Al Hassan Toure and Mohamed Toure could be, especially with Mohamed being 17 and playing quite regularly. He's got the ability to be. I think Al Hassan Toure would be a great signing for someone. Mohamed Toure, or both of them would be. I think Mohamed more so. I think Mohamed's got more potential than Al Hassan does, but I think he definitely has a potential to be championship quality. He's a different player to Cahill and Everton, but there is talent out here. That's just players that play in our National League. There's even a few Australian ones. Nathaniel Atkinson's a decent right back for Melbourne City. Rovers reject Jamie McLaren's tearing it up in the A-League, so there you go. Your views on Venky's? I'm from India and I expect them to invest more in the club going forward as their business is recovering well. Well, my opinion on Venky's has somewhat changed. I used to be firmly in the Venky's out camp. I'm not so sure I'm so firmly in it now because I think what they've done, especially over the pandemic, has probably helped save the club. Couple that with the Armstrong sale. So I think I'm Venky's in for the moment. But I think almost without, if the Venky's hadn't come in, we could still be in the Premier League. No one knows though. But yeah. Any other potential A-League players maybe that might be good enough to play Championship football? It's a tough one to call that. I think the Torre brothers are one to keep your eyes out on though. Missing Ruben Rashina's creativity. Rashina was a free agent last time I heard. I'm not sure if he still is. The Venky's out comment, I'll bring that up in a minute. I can understand both sides with the Venky's comment. And, obviously being in England, he's at Granada, so he's not a free agent. Obviously being in Blackburn when the Venky's obviously took over and being at the games, while there was protests going on and stuff, and being there at home to Wigan when the chicken ran on the pitch and we went down, I can completely understand the Venky's out comment. But I think with the fact that, we're not yet under FFP problems, I know they're still looming, but, they've invested a lot of money to keep us out of that. And with the fact that there aren't too many people just lying around with £200 million in their back pocket ready to invest in a football club, it's going to be tough. Who are the brothers from Blackburn that own? They own Asda or something? Well, they definitely own an Asda somewhere. Not too sure what they're. Can somebody help me out? I know exactly who I mean, but I can't put a name to a face. So the Issa brothers, Mohsin and Zuba Issa, own Asda. So maybe they could come in and buy it if there's someone invested. Obviously, being from Blackburn, yeah, that's what I mean. Obviously, like if they were to come in as the day gets a little bit lighter in Melbourne, you can just see that behind me. Everything's starting to get a little lighter. I think they're probably the main candidates to come in if they wanted to come in and buy a football club, and they have the funds to do so. Venky's have definitely changed. Signed some bizarre players at the beginning, like Goodwillie and Formica, after promising world-class talent. Definitely a wake-up call post League One, making sensible decisions. Sensible signings after an experienced head in Mowbray steadied the ship. Yeah. Yeah. Look. I can understand both sides. I think that my opinion on Venky's has definitely changed. They've improved from where they were. I think the stance of the club has improved from where we were. Obviously, we've been at League One under their tenure, so you can't say that it's been a success, and it hasn't been a success. But I think my opinion on Venky's has changed positively somewhat. Neil says that it has to be Venky's out. They've destroyed my football club. That will never change. I do understand that we may or may not be in a different position with a different owner. Yeah, it's a tough one, isn't it? Look, because the Venky's, the club is in a way worse position now than when the Venky's found it. So that's the frustrating thing that we have moved down the footballing pyramid since they came into the club, and no one can dispute that. But and I think the ownership on the whole, it's not been a success, but they've improved over the past little while. It looks like no changes. It doesn't look like anyone's come on. Other than McGlorios, obviously came on earlier on in the first half. That's been the one painful thing. Like, the amount of managers that we've gone through has been unbelievable, especially up to and including Coyle. In fact, I have to mention his name as well. Actually met Owen Coyle before when he was manager of Bolton a while ago. Actually, not a bad guy, but a horrendous manager who put the club to the lowest point that it's ever been at, especially in my lifetime. Look, yeah. Everyone has their own opinion, and that's the thing. Like, and everyone's allowed to share it, and, you know, I'll do my best to include every opinion that I see on this watch along, or on any watch along, because obviously, I've got my opinions, but people don't have to share them, and that's okay. But back to the football, good crossing from O'Brien as it's over the head of the Huddersfield attacker in the middle. Sorba Thomas looking to make something work out of Pickering for a corner. You said it out loud. No, Keane, Coyle, unbelievable. They're kind of living in football. Oh my days. It was. Is it Keane out day today? I mean, it was yesterday in England, wasn't it? In Australia for me, so I think it's still today in England. 9 years today since Keane left the club. Now he just changed everything for the worse as the ball's whipped in. Not a bad corner. Rovers should clear. They do somewhat. I think it'll come back in though. Say sack Mowbray and bring you in up the Ollie. I mean, my best managerial achievement is, well, the team that I was assistant manager of before the season got cancelled this year. We were top of the league and we hadn't lost a game at under 18s level at my local club. So potentially got a decent enough CV, not quite. Time check, sorry mate. 74, 04, 05, 06, 07, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Hopefully that helps. Paul Senior signed Mowbray, left the club after Suma's relegation. Neil Warnock was interviewed at Rovers. He said no one at Rovers knew what they wanted. That just tells you everything, doesn't it? As Dolan goes short to Carter. I'm going to reopen this discussion at full time, if you don't mind. Because there's a game of football on, and it's quite a lengthy discussion that I've got a lot of, it's quite a, when you read a comment like that, it's quite a long comment. So if I can reopen that discussion at full time, I'm happy to talk about it at full time. But while the game's on, I want to focus on that rather than ownership. As Carter somewhat forward, breaks with Brayton, shot on goal is blocked. Back for Dolan. Can he find Buckley out wide? He can. Options at the back stick towards Hayden. Carter couldn't quite get there. Huddersfield want the ball out for concussion. McGlaw steps up high. Travis helps him out. Now Dolan just to move forward to Pickering. Dolan keeps it alive. Brayton wanted the ball, didn't get there, and cleared away in the end from Huddersfield. Just bring me a Rovers goal. That's all we want. All we want is a Rovers equaliser. McGlaw. Buckley looks over the top for Brayton Diaz, who's now on the right-hand side. Looks to whip it in towards Gallagher, but well kept in the end from Nichols. I can hear something going on in the kitchen, so at least my family are up, so I'm not waking them up now, which is good. That makes me happy at 4:45 in the morning when I'm I'm not guilty of waking the family up, which is good. No change at halftime, Steve. Vallejo. Come back with Sanan. He looks to whip it in back towards Ward, who's been very quiet, but it won't get there to him. It's out for a goal kick. Yeah, the only change so far for Rovers was the forced one of Nyambe off and McGlaw on. None before or since in this game. On ball forward from Kaminsky. Penned away by O'Brien. Return from Ayala. Oh, Sinani's got space. Good save by Kaminsky at his near post. He parried it and was able to sweep it up in the end, but not a bad start to the second half from Huddersfield. Good ball forward to Sinani. A good save at Kaminsky's near post. Buck looks to play the ball down the line. In behind, looking towards Brayton. Won't get through to him. Headed out for a throw-in to Huddersfield. Just over 5 minutes gone, nearly 6 minutes gone in this second half. As Ward takes it in field. Thomas. Sinani. O'Brien. Back with Naby Sarr. Huddersfield just working it forward. McGlaw slips. Huddersfield in the area. Ball pulled back, but Ward unable to sort his feet out, and Rovers can maybe break here. Brayton Diaz could look for Travis. It'll get through to him. He's got Dolan on the left. Good ball in behind for Tyrese Dolan. Will he get there, though? Not quite. Ends up robbing possession from Vallejo in the end. But he ends up winning the battle, does the Spanish defender for Huddersfield. And now they're moving back the other way. But then to end this one, Karoma nutmegs Rothwell and goes in board to O'Brien. Looks in behind for Thomas. That's a good ball. Blocked behind for Pickering for a corner. Yeah, a bit end to end the second half. At the moment, it's probably Huddersfield more likely to get the second, but hopefully I'm wrong. And the goal scorer, Vallejo, is down. Potential injury problem. Diego says the competitiveness is over. There is no longer a rival that equals Blackburn Rovers in England and Europe. Maybe it's time to go up to the Premier League or join FIFA as an international team. Well, we can't do the second one. I'd love to see us do the first one. I'd love to see us go up to the Prem, but we can't join FIFA as an international team. And of course, our biggest rival is, of course, Burnley, who frustratingly are in the Premier League at the moment. Thank you, mate. But yeah, you know, at the moment, we've just got to hope that we can potentially get ourselves up, maybe get a point here and keep the good run going. As Huddersfield will make their first change of the night, and it's Vallejo who's going to come off. So there you go. Approved Machina plays for Granada. Izzy and Corrie. Oh, my days. So it looked like they were readying a substitution on Huddersfield, but Vallejo might be coming back on. And in the middle of all this, Huddersfield have still got that corner. Which is whipped in. Thought it was going to be flicked on at the front post, but Rovers again should clear. Great touch from Brayton, who just clears it down the line towards Dolan, asking a lot of him. As just O'Brien just helps it back towards Nichols. Out wide to Sorba Thomas. And Vallejo's down again. He's just said that he's okay to carry on. He's just gone down. He's got to come off now, I think. Got to come off now. Yeah, he's been helped over. So Vallejo's going to come off, and coming on is Scott High. So Scott High comes on. Blackburn have signed Thomas Rodriguez, Chilean Argentinian player. Tell us a bit more about him. There you go. Because I've never heard of him, but would be interested to know if you're recommending him. Interested to know why. He must be a good player. So just let me know a bit about him because I've never ever heard of him. As Nichols goes forward, headed away by Carter. Vallejo even Ayala, sorry. He clears it upfield. Saar forward for Huddersfield. West Brom 2-0 up. Own goal from Curtis Nelson. He nearly got an own goal at the weekend, didn't he? For Brayton's second as Dolan was to work it forward. In ball to Travis. Thomas Rodriguez would apparently be a horrible signing. But Rothwell drives forward, breaks into the area. He's done well, Rothwell. Puts it back. Brayton! Yes! 1-1! 8th goal of the season, Brayton Diaz! Get in there! What an absolute legend Brayton Diaz is at the near post! Come on! Come on! Brilliant work down the Rovers left. Cut back to Brayton Diaz. Took a couple of touches and then tucked it home at Nichols' near post. Brilliant from Rothwell. Stunning from Rothwell. Got to the byline. Cuts it back with his second touch. Brayton tucks it in at the near post. It's one apiece. Awesome stuff from Joe Rothwell. I tell you what, at his best, he's Premier League quality, Joe Rothwell. He's just shown why there. Quality from Brayton to finish it as well. Come on! Absolutely buzzing with that. Absolutely buzzing with that. Right, let's go and win it now. Come on. Let's go and win it. Hope that gives us a little bit of impetus just to go, just to go on with it now. Yellows, yellows, yellows. Come on. Bloody buzzing with that. Rothwell was amazing. Oh, he was brilliant. Great stuff. Diaz the GOAT. Diaz. Goal, good goal. Yeah, it was a very, very good goal. Hopefully, we can just keep going now. Viva Chile. Tell you what, can I just say, I know that Chile fans weren't too happy with us. The slating continues. We slated Diaz at half time and he's gone and scored. Brilliant. Of course, tongue in cheek. Look at all these comments. Look at all these comments about Diaz. Let's go. Great fighting spirit. This Rovers team's different. It's different. It is. It is. That's the one. This is the one. This is the team. I would have given anybody massive odds on Brayton scoring 20 goals in 2 seasons, never mind one. This momentum this man's carrying is unreal. It is. I just want to say thank you to all the Chile fans and thank you to Chile in general for making Ben Brayton Diaz into the footballing god that we potentially saw in him when he signed initially. So thank you to Chile for making Ben Brayton Diaz the footballing god of Ewood Park. Thank you very much. Hopefully his goal can put us on now. Oh, great Tyler McGlaw. Great defending Tyler McGlaw. Had a one-on-one and just stole the ball from him. That is stunning defending. Huddersfield fans, Bath got cold. I think he came back. He is here. He is back. Hope he's not watching this in the Bath. Hope to see Blackburn in the Prem with Huddersfield. I just want to see Blackburn back in the Prem. That would be very nice. Chile celebrating Britain Diaz for Chilean president. President Diaz, get it trending, please. Right, I think we need that as an inside joke. Barfly, if you're on Twitter or anyone who's on Twitter watching this, just with nothing else in the comment, just put hashtag President Diaz. That's all I want. Hashtag President Diaz. Oh, have you scored? No. Oh, you have as well. For God's sake. For God's sake. It was the man I said he's been quiet. I said he's been quiet and he got and scored. Danny Ward has done absolutely nothing. Oh, my days. That's why there was the face palm here. I was wondering why that came up. Oh, Sorba Thomas again with a great ball. Down into the ground. Oh, it's over McGlaw again. He's gone up to win his header. That's a great header, that from Danny Ward. Only just put it back level as well. It's a great header. Well, we know that this Rover team can fight. Well, you know, it has to show it again now. We just got to go and find it again. Very, very frustrating. Very frustrating. We were literally level for about 200 seconds, if that. There's still time yet, though. There's still time. Just need Diaz to get another hat-trick. Well, that would be nice, wouldn't it? Really would be nice. Oh, come on. We're going to win 3-2. We still might. Britain Diaz on the ball again. It's got no support in the middle, though. Looks to whip it back in and couldn't do much with it. It is 2-1, yeah. It is 2-1. I mean, yeah, you've said like 3 or 4 times you've subscribed, so thank you for subscribing, Jack. It, you know, means a lot. Cadre on now, please. Galley off. Yeah, we need it. We need it. We do need it. Blame myself, says Barfly. Don't blame yourself. Don't blame yourself. We do need a goal, though. We do need a goal. Goes without saying, really, but we need a goal. So frustrating the way that goal's gone in. It was a good ball in and a good header, but frustrating. Very frustrating. McGlaw. Down the line. Galley, please keep that alive. No substitutes being ready for Rose, you know, it looks like, so. One down by Pickering to Rothwell. Looks over the top for Britain Diaz, who takes it down inside the area. Was he fouled? Dolan! Chance! Oh, what a save! Is it a penalty? I think it is. Yes, it's a penalty for Rovers. What's happened in these past 2 minutes? Unbelievable! There's a yellow card in there as well. Rovers have got themselves a pen. So, it was the foul on Brayton. Looks like he was cropped. Let's see if this was a penalty. Yeah, Naby Sarr slid in. Oh, surely he puts it away now. Surely puts it away. I'm going to make an effort not to look at the comments just in case, you know, just in case that, you know, he scores before I can see it. It will be Diaz. It has to be Diaz. Could be on for his 9th of the season if he can put this away. Has to be Diaz. It is. He scored 2 penalties this season, so he's got 2 from 2. Put it away, Brio. Put it away. Apparently, says yes. Lewis says yes. Come on. Can he put it away? Can he put it away? For his 9th of the season, Ben Brayton Diaz. I'm not looking at the comments. I'm not looking at the comments. Brio, come on. Brio, come on. Get in there! Come on! Keeper dive the right way. Still couldn't keep it out. 9 for Brio in the league. This man is unbelievable. This man is absolutely unbelievable. I tell you what. Keeper gets hand to it, but that is a good penalty right in the corner. I think that Schofield will be a bit annoyed with himself. But Rovers, of course, we're buzzing. 22 on the back of his shirt, and he's made it 2-2. This Rovers team just doesn't want to lie down. As soon as we scored, we conceded, and pretty much as soon as we conceded, we've gone down the other end and scored. Brayton Diaz with a brace, 5-2 for the Chilean international. Come on. Keeper should have had that, but not complaining. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. 2 apiece. Come on. Diaz. Oh, I'm absolutely buzzing. Oh my days. Maybe I was just doing the Jared slating for about 2 years with Ben Brayton Diaz. Maybe I was just slating him for 2 years for him to do something, and he has now done something. He's done amazing. Offside, Rovers free kick. And there's a few Huddersfield fans that are absolutely livid with that decision. There's one fan who's just jumping up and down. I don't know if you can see him on the screen. On the edge of the screen, was just jumping up and down and walked over to the aisle to voice his frustrations. Hat-trick for Diaz. He could be on for back-to-back hat-tricks. Unbelievable to say, but he could be on for back-to-back hat-tricks. Diaz, the Chilean GOAT. He is, 100%. Rothwell drives forward. Can we now go on and win it? Brayton has been unbelievable. 3-2, the bet is on, says Rob. The bet is on. We've got another chant here. So we'll bring it up for the Chilean viewers, of which there are a few. Give me the song for that chant, and we'll have to see if we can get it going. We need some Spanish-speaking Rovers fans just to get that chant going. That'd be quality. Carter forward, looking for Gallagher. It's too long. Who would have thought that? This is the one we need. Who would have thought that Brayton would have turned into prime Brazilian Ronaldo? Not me. Have the Rovers played ever scored back-to-back hat-tricks? I'm not the person to ask. I'm not the Rovers historian. I wish I was. I wish I just had that stat to hand, but I don't. I don't know who the player was. Maybe going back to I don't know if Simon Garner would have done it. He might be in uncharted territory here, Ben Brayton Diaz, as the first ever Rovers player to go score back-to-back hat-tricks. So there's a question saying, "Como did he say goat from Forest City?" I know obviously that means how do you say goat, and apparently goat is used in Spanish too. So there you go. There you go. As Silver Thomas moves down the Huddersfield right, whipped in, cleared away. I tell you what, can I just do another time check, please? Can I just do another time check in a minute? Shot on goal was well saved. So, because obviously I would like to actually watch the goals before I know in the comments that they've gone in. So, if you could potentially, if you're watching the game, if you could either bring the stream back 10 seconds or bring the game back 10 seconds, just so, you know, somewhat watching live, that would be nice, if possible. Try speaking Spanish. I don't want to embarrass myself or anyone else. I do want to learn, though. I've committed myself to learning, but I don't know enough words in Spanish to be able to speak it. But I want to be able to eventually. So hopefully I'll be able to translate all these comments in the near future. But I'm very, very happy and thankful for all the support from all the Chile fans. It's brilliant. And I would like to speak on behalf of most Rovers fans. I think the Free Ben comments got a bit annoying, but other than that, it's been a lot of fun seeing all the Chilean fans. And long may it continue. Long may it continue. I almost thought about buying a Brereton Diaz Chile shirt, but I don't know if I would ever wear it. So it kind of, as much as I love Brereton Diaz and all the Chile fans, I don't think I'd ever wear. I don't think I'd ever wear it. Maybe I can translate the comment. Maybe I might be able to. I'm going to try and use Google Translate. If there's a break in play. Let me see if I can. Let me see if I can translate it quickly, just while there's a break. If there's a break in play, if we can get one. As Dolan got the ball, goes back to Kaminsky. I'm using Google Translate, so if this is wrong, then I do apologize, but I'm trying. I'm going to type it in the comments. Huddersfield got the ball forward. Danny Ward. Shot on target is saved and cleared away by Carter. So in the end, you know, they're. I don't know if this is right or not, but you know, because I obviously don't know Spanish. Right, I'm going to put it in the comments, and hopefully that can, you know. So I'm going to put that there like that. Okay, that's using Google Translate. So I'm not sure if that's right or not, but I've tried. So for the Chilean fans who didn't understand what I said, because obviously it was in English and maybe, you know, can't speak English, then that's obviously fine, of course. So that's my my position with Spanish at the moment. And it's Google Translate. Don't give me credit because it wasn't me. It was Google Translate. Hence why it should be good. But yeah, I don't want credit for it. That's all right. That's okay. It doesn't matter if your English is good or bad. You know, you're welcome here. It's fine. What city in England am I from? I was born in Manchester. Lived in Blackburn. Lived on Brockall until I was 9, and now I live in, well, an hour outside of Melbourne in Australia. So there you go. Bit of an interesting path, but yeah, there you go. The person who scored 5 times hat-tricks, 5 hat-tricks consecutively is Stepan Lucianic of Croatia. Holds a record. Scored 20 goals in 5 games. My days. That's some record. I want to learn about him now. Ball's whipped in. Kaminsky gets there. Close second 5 back-to-back hat-tricks is Alan Shearer. 4-2 and 4-1. So not back-to-back, but there were 2 in the same month. Okay. So this might be the first ever time if Brio can get himself another one. Huddersfield have got us hemmed in though at the moment. Brio Diaz to Manchester United. No, we want him. Hands off. Unless it's like 100 million, hands off our Brereton Diaz. He's ours. Thank Christ, TM brought Dolan on brought Diaz on at halftime and left Brereton in the dressing room. He's been good second half, hasn't he? He's been really good second half. Welcome to Manchester. No, he's not going to Man U. He's not going to Man U. Or Colo. He's staying at Rovers. Stop this transfer rumours. He's staying with us. We want to sign him to a lifetime contract. He's not going to Manchester United. No, he's staying. What's our next game? Says Jack. It's Blackpool away at the weekend. 3 o'clock kickoff on Saturday. Rothwell's down injured. Why so many injuries? Why so many injuries? What do you think? Absolutely love all these comments. Absolutely love all the comments from the Chileans. The Free Ben comments were a bit annoying, but other than that, absolutely quality. Absolutely quality. Time check. Sure, Chris. 73, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 74, 7401, 02, 03, 04, 05, 06. So quickly, before we say anything, that Niambe one was a concussion because there are 3 changes being ready for Rovers. The 3 changes being Poveda, Kadra, and Clarkson. So it must have been a concussion sub for Rovers, or else they wouldn't be able to make the 3 changes. So who's on? Rothwell's off for Pervader, so that's the injury forced one. Pervader's on. Is Clarkson coming on? I'm not sure if he is. He looks like he, got his shirt on and then sort of, he's coming on. So it was a concussion for Nyambe. So the fact that Clarkson is coming on means it has to be. Fourth official was furious at something there, but I'm just waiting for the changes. So I suppose that they're saying that the Nyambe one has to be concussion, so they're waiting to see whether it will be Kadra, Clarkson, or both to come on. I think Rovers are attesting that it's a concussion. The cutout Pervader has come on, so the Pervader substitution has been made. We're waiting to see what happens with the other substitutions. If we can make both, what does Butterworth have to do? I don't know. He's very unlucky, Dan Butterworth. Very unlucky. But it is what it is. Do you think Brayton will make the leap to the Premier League? He will. Hopefully it's with Rovers. Messi has done things with Diaz. And there you go. So we're just waiting on these changes very quickly. I'll look through the comments while I've got the time. Messi's play too, but Brayton is best. Yeah, there we go. You can have Ben Brayton. We'll have Ben Brayton Diaz. What's your opinion on Larry Vitt? No idea. I've got absolutely no clue who he is. Absolutely no clue, so I can't offer an opinion because that's the first time I've heard of him. Travis goes back to Carter. Still waiting on those changes. Ball goes forward to Pervader, loses possession. Pervader gets back and wins the ball. He does, but lost it again. Ball into the middle. Carter flicks it behind for a corner. Might be a move too far, like Rhodes. I mean, he's never played Premier League football as Brio, so we've got to, give him the chance. Blackburn over Liverpool, 100%. Can I just say, the viewership has increased a ton since that second goal went in for Brio. Yeah, agreed. Blackburn over Liverpool, 100%. Spoke with Rovers Chat on Saturday about contractual agreements regarding paying loan players. Is this an example of that? Clarkson, possibly. And maybe Pervader even too. Corners whipped in. Kaminski able to deal with the first one. Still not cleared. Saar. Ayala hooks it away. It's back in though. Brayton gets up. Buckley takes it down. Surely pulled back. Referee didn't agree. Still Huddersfield moving forward. Not cleared. And somehow Kaminski stops it. I thought I was in for 3-2. Oh my days. Huddersfield just keep attacking and attacking and attacking at the moment. Header on goal, tipped over by Kaminski. Oh, I thought Huddersfield were back in front for a third time. At this point, I'd take a draw 100%. 100%, I would. Just give me a draw right now, and I'd take it. Header on goal, tapped over the bar. It was Tom Lees, who I haven't really talked about much at all. Oh, this is going to be a nervy last, 12 minutes or so. Ball whipped in. We'll answer questions about Pervader in a minute. So I want to see if he does anything. Pervader, hold back, free kick. Yeah, it's getting nervy. Surely we make the changes now, right? Surely bring Kadra on. I would have brought Kadra on a bit earlier. It's a good save from Kaminski. I thought that they were going to score for short. Gallagher on the ground has done a brilliant job to get that clear. So Clarkson's definitely come on because he's on the screen. And Kadra as well. So it's definitely concussion for Nyambe then. Has to be. So Dolan's off for Kadra. And to be completely honest, I didn't see who Clarkson had come on for. So Clarkson's on. And Kadra's on. So, which means that because there's the fourth substitute, Nyambe has to be concussion. It's Gallagher who's come off. So Gallagher's off as well. So the double change is Gallagher and Dolan off, Clarkson and Cadra on. They should have scored, agree. Cardiff 4-0 down. They've conceded 4+ again. Formation, I'm just trying to work it out myself. Give us a second. And I'll try and get on to you as soon as I can. I don't have much of an opinion on Chilean football. So I'm going to have to, I don't want to upset you. Huddersfield players are in the referee's ear. Fader for Rothwell. I saw Buckley's number go up. No, not Buckley's. Dolan's number go up before. Breer struggling now. No, he's not. There was a comment asking how Brereton's played. He scored twice, so there you go. Pretty well. Looks like Cadra on the left. So it looks like Cadra on the left. I'm trying to work this out. This formation is messing with me a little bit. Huddersfield are making a change of their own. Did Scott High not come on? So Karoma's come off. Turton's coming on. So Ollie Turton's coming on for Huddersfield. I think Scott High has come on and then come off. How have we got 4 subs on, says Armin? So there's a new rule with concussion, and I'm happy with that. Sorba Thomas has come off as well. So with concussion, you're now allowed an extra player to... that's the comment I want to bring up, but thank you for your comment, Louise. You're allowed 4 subs because if there's a concussion, you can bring on 3 plus the extra concussion sub. And so that means that Nyambe in the first half must have gone off with concussion when he was replaced with McGlaw, which allows us to bring on 3 extra, which I was wondering at the time whether that would be the case. So that's why there's 4 subs on, because of Nyambe's concussion. If that makes any sense. Hopefully it does. Brereton Diaz takes over. There's so many comments. I need a minute to go through them all. It's amazing to see them all, by the way. Travis. Clarkson. Forward now to Buckley out wide. Can he whip one in? He does. Chested down from Cadra. Cadra still. Edge of the area. Ball just sticks to his feet and he ends up losing it. Clarkson blocks the clearance. Carter forward. Cadra. Good feet again. Forward to Pervader. Takes it out of play. Pervader! Oh my days. Concussion is a forced sub. Yeah, there you go. Pervader, man. I don't know about him. Forget the comments. Bring me another Rovers goal. There's not much I can do about that. There's not much I can do to affect that, but hoping for one myself, yeah. So Dwayne Holmes has come on for Huddersfield. And Sorba Thomas come off for Turton. Okay, so it wasn't High. I thought I saw 15 up there, but obviously I didn't, which would have been strange. Travis does well to slide in. Good header from Buckley onto Pervader. Go on, Pervader. Have a run, mate. Go on. Looking for options. Just slows the attack down. Didn't like any options forward of the ball. Now back with Pervader. Can he drive forward? Looks for Cadra. It misses him, but finds Pickering instead. Whips into the middle. Oh, not a bad ball in from Pickering. Huddersfield should get it clear. Only as far as Clarkson. Look to turn, but loses possession. Now Huddersfield trying to get themselves forward. Clarkson looking to work back. Now Danny Ward, advantage being played. Clarkson gets back and steps in. Turton whips it into the middle. Back stick. Across goal. Huddersfield back in front for a 3rd time. It's Ward again. Oh, my days. Oh, my days. The odd goal in 5 might be enough for Huddersfield here. To be fair, Rovers have fought back twice very quick after conceding, so there's still time, but good header across goal. And to be fair, Danny Ward couldn't miss. Oh, for goodness sake. He's been good second half, Danny Ward, to be fair. Ah, so frustrating. When we made bad substitutions, not sure about Poveda now. Definitely not sure about Poveda. Still time. Still time. Yeah, it wasn't great defending. You're right, Chris. There's still time for us to maybe get an equaliser. Maybe a 6th goal just to draw us back level. But Huddersfield are going to time waste now. Pickering. Cadra. In the middle, Travis. Looks for Poveda. Out wide to Buckley. Into the middle. Huddersfield to clear it away. Headed on. Still clear. Nyambe's injury's hurting. 100% it is. Why Poveda and not Eden? I would have liked to see him come on as well, but not quite. Jared, we need you. We might get revenge at 26. There's still time. There's still time. There's still time for an equaliser. Come back to Nichols. Go on. Diaz, press. Go on, mate. Press him. Go short to Sarr. Rose looking to press high here. Nearly won it back as well, but O'Brien should clear away. Whole level, they've actually scored. Wow. Can't be conceding 3 away from home. Defo missing Lenihan. I agree. Poveda goes to Buckley. Back to the Leeds loanee. Travis. Ball into the middle. Claimed by Nichols, who goes down to the ground. Agreed. Yeah, agreed. Not really, to be fair. Not really. I like the idea of Poveda being some sort of attacking midfielder, but don't think he should have come on instead of Rothwell. Yeah, I think Butterworth should have got his chance, and after going to the bench again, it has to be their final change. Wait, didn't Huddersfield make? Haven't they just made 2? Isn't that their 4th change? So maybe Vallejo went off with concussion then. I think they've used 4 subs as well. I think. Poveda's a luxury player, lazy and wasteful. Yeah, he doesn't maybe seem like the player that we need now. You know, he looked all right against Borough, horrendous against Barnsley, really poor again tonight. Still time though for a Rovers equaliser. It's just whether we can get it or not. Making a darting run, Poveda. Buckley ignores him. Travis loses possession. Ball forward now to O'Brien. It's out for a Rovers throw. Just hoping that we get one more chance. Yeah, it's an easier question to answer now, isn't it? It's a much easier question to answer now. Less than a minute left of the 90. I've run out of time, definitely. Defending not been good enough tonight. Attacking wise, we've been okay. Karma for rubbing it in when Swansea equalised against Luton. Bit harsh. Little bit harsh. I think I sympathise with Luton a little bit at that time because I know that result hurt. I think he even said that result would hurt the same way that it did for us when Luton played us. Still, it is unfortunate. There's 6 minutes of added time, though. There's 6 minutes of added time. Huddersfield are just time wasting now. It's taking the mick. But I would do the exact same if I were Rovers at the moment. So there you go. Come on. I did say that I was feeling a bit, harsh for Luton. I rubbed it in a little bit, but the overriding thing was sympathy. But there you go. Anyway, I'm not a Luton fan. Have your fun if you want. Worst performance of the season so far? Yeah, probably. Defense can't play like this against Blackpool. Players will be disappointed with tonight's game. Yeah, I think so. I agree that we've been a bit disappointing. Kadra, come on. I don't know why you're saying good game. It's not even over yet. We've got a corner. There's still time, Jack. And there's still time. I think a draw is probably a fair result. Whether we can get it or not is the question. Late equaliser would be amazing. Come on, Leighton. Good corner. Needs to be a good corner, this. Come on. Come on. Whipped in. Not a bad ball. Travis shoots. Oh, it's just wide, Rose want a corner. Do we get it? I don't think we do. Ever so close to 3-3. Good spot to try and get to that far corner. No, it was instantly given us a goal kick. We were glad to see the back of Mario. We were. We definitely were. He's done well at Luton by all reports, so it's good for him. I want to see him do well, but, he just wasn't brilliant for us. Come on. Another 3 minutes. There's still time. Come on. We've had that discussion about Luton a little bit today, so if we can do what Luton did to us, I would take it. Late equaliser. Come on. Clarkson forward. Down line from Pickering to Kadra. Just runs down the line, runs out of room. Just took it out of his feet. Stats show it's an even game. Hopefully we can take a point. I think a point would be a fair result, to be honest. We had dreadful might be a little bit harsh. Defending hasn't been great. I think a point's probably fair, but I just don't think we're going to get it. We've got 2 minutes to try and sort ourselves out. Head one back. Rovers with the ball. Ball out wide to Buckley. Did he keep it on? In fact, it's Pervader. Ball in field. He's nearly given possession away. He hasn't given possession away because Clarkson's on hand. Pass wasn't a great one. It's back out to Pervader. Can he take on Naby Sarr? Back with Travis. Back to Pervader. Gives away possession. Breaks for Clarkson. Shot blocked. Buckley takes it out of the penalty area. Has he been fouled? Referee says no. He went down. I thought that maybe he might be pointing to the spot again, the referee. Clarkson pulled back, free kick Rovers. Paveda again. I swear. So Rovers were asking for a penalty. Didn't really get a good view of it. A few of the Huddersfield players were furious with him. Buckley went straight over to defend him. Long ball forward. It's now or never. Travis. She's got the ball in the middle. Trav loses out. Huddersfield clear it forward as far as McLaw. Nodded on Buckley. Edge of the area. Nodded back in the middle towards Paveda. Still not really clear. Brayton Diaz. Clarkson looks to whip it in. Headed away. As far as Travis. Can he put it back in the middle? A lot of Huddersfield players in their defensive area. Paveda should win it. He does. Bit of an onslaught for Rovers to end the game. Whipped into the middle. Ayala heads it on. Kadra needs to keep it on. He can't. Clarkson back to Kadra. Infield, will we get one more chance? Buckley. Back stick. Nodded into the middle. Carter trying to keep it alive. Huddersfield should clear. And that's full time. Frustrating one. Frustrating one. A point that we probably deserve has gone begging. Danny Ward double in the second half has won the game for Huddersfield. If any side shaded it, it probably was the hosts, but I think a point would have been a fair result. Ben Brayton double nearly got us over, or got us a point, but we were unable to take anything from it. A frustrating one, a really frustrating one, to be honest. Full time, Huddersfield 3, Rovers 2. Enjoy the win, mate. Thanks for that. No worries. Let's have a look at post-match. A mental second half of football. Can't fault the effort. Injured at the back did us, but some positives. Think Huddersfield probably shaded it. They probably did. But I think a point probably would have been fair. But if any side was to win it, it probably should have been Huddersfield. And at the end of the day, they did win it. So there you go. We went down fighting. We did a good effort, but frustrating that it's, that it's gone. That we've lost like that. No worries. Thanks for watching. Yeah. Frustrating to lose the way we did. Guess a good run was going to come to the end. Hopefully too much not taken out of the team. Well, it's just how we respond on Saturday, isn't it? To be fair, yeah, we did have a 3-point cushion. Well, that cushion's gone because Huddersfield were 7th, weren't they? I think we're still inside the top 6. But the gap there isn't as big as it was. Yeah, we're still inside the top 6, but level on points with Huddersfield now. A point would have, we'd have left it with 2 because we would have been 2 clear of QPR. And then still 3 clear of Huddersfield. So a point would have been good, but look, we're not going to win every game. Losses happen in football. Who knows? It's the hope that kills us. Many times last season we folded enough and nothing chasing games. This season we look like we're in every game. We do, and that's the thing. We didn't fold today. We conceded first, got level. Concede again, I'm out of focus. Conceded again, got level again, and then just a late goal from poor defending, and they've won the game. So, yeah. We go again, we do. And if we can get a win against Blackpool on Saturday, then as much as this is a frustrating result, it sort of glosses over it a little bit. If we can get, maybe a point or something, a win at Blackpool, then it's, this result doesn't look horrendous and it glosses over it a little bit. Should be a crazy atmosphere at Blackpool with loads going. Hopefully we can strike first and take the momentum with us. If we do get the first goal, it'll be tough to see Blackpool get back into it. I don't know how many they're going to take. Obviously, when we play them in League One, they're in the midst of their own ownership troubles, and we almost outnumbered them in the away end. So, I feel like Blackpool will bring more in, to this game at the weekend, but we'll have to see. I'll tell you what, though, this Rovers team does fight. And that's good to see, even though we couldn't get the job done today. It's annoying that we've lost that, though. Frustrating. We go again. We do. We go again on Saturday before the international break. If we can win, heading international break into the top 6, then I'd take that. Any discussions? Any discussions we want full time? I know we said about the owners. I don't know if the people that were discussing that before are still here. So that's what I said at full time. Hopefully Nambe's back Saturday. He's letting him out for a while. I'm really not sure. About Dara, to be fair. Hopefully he's back, but there's I've got nothing to sort of say that he is or he isn't. It was a good game, wasn't it? It was a good second half. If any side was going to win it, it was going to be Huddersfield. So, I think Chapman's ahead of him. I think Butterworth's ahead of him. I think every single player is probably ahead of Ian Poveda at the minute, which is disappointing because I was excited with him coming in, but he just hasn't produced much for us. Tonight, again, he was poor. If Niambe concussion will be 10 days out, maybe after the international break, maybe, which would be interesting to see how we got right back. McGlaw was okay, I thought. It was all right. So maybe he might go again at right back. Poveda wouldn't make our under 23s. It's frustrating that he takes up a loan slot when we could maybe get a loan slot on a striker. Maybe January can you cut his contract short? Is that a thing? Obviously parent clubs can recall players, but can we do the same if he keeps this up? I don't know. Discussion for another day, really. Frustrating that we've lost that in the way we have, because I think that, maybe we could have had a point there. But not to be. Just watching the highlights back now, and it's a tough one to take, this one. It's a tough one to take. Subs are wrong tonight, says Naive Steve. Yeah. Look, probably. I think that Poveda, we've spoken a lot about him already. About, how Poveda maybe isn't the one for us. If got a loan deal, I had to play a certain amount of games. If they don't play him, they'll recall him, hopefully. Yeah, maybe we could force Leeds' hand, really. Maybe we could force their hand and force them to recall him. So maybe. Has to be a contractual agreement, which is wrong. Well, if he's putting in performances like that, I keep going out of focus. I'm sorry. I'll put that blind down for the next game. I mean, it's gonna be dark anyway, so it doesn't matter. Apologize for going out of focus. But yeah, I think that Poveda, if he keeps this up, he needs to, we need to think about if he's, really adding much to the team. The limbs in the away end, by the way, for Brereton's first goal, class. Absolutely quality. Shame we just couldn't hold it out. Leeds haven't sent us the best 2 times. There's just a Barry Douglas. Barry Douglas I thought was all right. Not great, but I thought he was okay. But Poveda just at a whole new level. whole new level Pervader for me. I think that Chapman would probably feel very hard done by. I know he can't even make the Burton, can't even make the Burton starting lineup. I don't know how they've got on tonight. Whether he's done anything. So they've won. Burton have won the game 2-1. Don't know if he got on or not. But yeah, very interesting to see that he's not started the game. Yeah, he was an unused substitute. So weird one that. But I think that Pervader. Well, I think Chapman's a better player than Pervader is. Don't know what Mowbray sees in Pervader. Well, I can sort of see what he sees, like from highlights and stuff, but he just hasn't shown anything. Where are you? Looks too bright for Blackburn, because it is too bright for Blackburn. I mean, I'm an hour outside of Melbourne, mate. I watch these games from Australia, so it's just gone light. It's probably what now, quarter or 10 to 7. So, yeah, hour outside of Melbourne. Definitely is too bright for Blackburn. You're right. Chapman hasn't even played first 11 for Burton for the last few games. Well, it's like you want him playing, don't you? You want him playing. I mean, if he's not playing, maybe we have to recall him. Because it's, pointless having him out on loan if you're not going to play. Should have got a draw. I mean, who knows, really? I mean, a draw, I could have seen a draw. You could have argued that a draw is a fair result. I mean, if any side was going to win it, it was going to be Huddersfield. And they ended up winning it, so there you go. I'm going to wrap it up in about 5 minutes or so. So any last comments you want, get in the comments and I'll obviously answer them. Chapman done more this season for Rovers than Pervader. I thought he was really, really good away at Forest. But not really done too much. Whereas Brennan thought he was meant to be a star. He's still in our under 23s. Scored a late equaliser against Leeds. Probably the level that Pervader should be playing at. Don't know how old Luke Brennan is. I've been so negative about a player than I am about Pervader in a while. It's coming up with the AFL player. Come on, Blackburn. Here we go. Yeah, here we go. So here we go. He's out on loan at Fylde. Oh no, he's not on. No, he's not. No, he wasn't. He was on loan at Fylde. He's not now. He's 19 still, so there's still time for him. Just shows how much we miss Lenihan and Wharton. Lenihan definitely. We look a much better side with Lenihan in than without. Burton made 3 subs tonight. Chapman not used. Weird one that. But fair play. Burton have got the win, so it's obviously worked for them. What annoying for us as Rovers fans. Would have been nice to see Butterworth tonight. There might be a contractual agreement with Pervader. So maybe that's why he's had to come on instead of Dan Butterworth, but Dan Butterworth I think offers more. I don't know if I've seen, other than his assist, I don't think I've seen him keep the ball. Oh, I've hardly ever seen him keep the ball. He's lost it more times for us than he's kept it, which hurts. Left back been a problem for ages. Not that is right, we have problems in other defensive positions. I thought Pickering's been good for us this season. I think we've solved the left back issue. Just with Teo Eden coming in as a backup, potentially should have. We'll need to drop that next time. Next time there's a morning game, I'll make sure that I'm in shot. It's annoying not being in shot. I forgot to bring it down, and it wasn't a problem before, and it's starting to be one now. But yeah, it's not great. Let's be honest. Having a problem in a position, but I think left back sorted. We need to look elsewhere because I think left back's doing all right at the moment. That is Rovers fans, where I might just about end it. Frustrating result, but obviously good fun as always to be on the watch along. In terms of watch alongs, I'll be back for Blackpool. We've obviously got our post-match content. We'll have the match review, possibly the match day experience as well coming up soon. And we've got all the pre-match content for Blackpool at the weekend. With the derby coming up very soon. We've got obviously on the other side will be returning, I should assume. So Ryan will be back with that. We've got Friday Night Live as well for the away game, so that'll be there as well. And we've obviously got all of the pre-match content. I'll be back for the watch along at 2:30 p.m. on Saturday afternoon. Enjoy the rest of your time from now till then. Take care. Thanks for joining us, and I'll leave you with the sponsor messages from Blue Rose Capital and 6 Yards Out. Bye for now.
The Rovers Chat YouTube channel is proudly sponsored by 6yardsout.com. They've got retro football from every era with mugs, phone cases and much more. They also have plenty of Rovers goods, including apparel with the famous 94-95 season and this season's kit. Check them out using the link in the description below.